Hi there to all of my earth signs. This is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgos. I hope that you're all okay. If you are not a Taurus, Virgo, and a Capricorn, welcome if you're watching to be a cross watcher. If not, check your placements. You may find that you have earth signs in certain particular placements. I tend to look into the sun and moon if because I am a Pisces sun and I'm at Aquarius moon. So I tend to watch both of those readings. What are you guys? What is your sun and moon? Make sure that you are looking into that and watch both of the readings because it helps you to give more of a general perspective on who you are as a person and what you're feeling integral and outversing in your life, because your sun sign is what you are feeling on your outer and your moon sign is what you're feeling subconsciously. So that's just a little small fact for you guys. So Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgos, what is going on in their lives at present? Wow, you guys have got quite a bit going on because you've got two different cards. First of all, you have got the Four of Pentacles, and you've also got the 10 of Wands reversed. Okay, so when we're speaking about the Four of Coins, this is speaking about saving money, making sure that you are keeping things to yourself. Any plans that you've got moving forward in your life, you may be thinking about the bigger grandiose picture here. This is not small thinking, this is big stepping. And because of you doing all of these things, it's almost like your focus is massively on financial gain and the bigger picture of where you want to be in the next 4 years, 4 months, even 4 weeks maybe. Either way, you are not messing around. You're making sure that you are doing the things that you need to do, and you're staying very constructive when it comes down to these things. You may be finding as well that you're keeping a lot to yourself with regards to your thoughts and feelings of things that have been happening in your life, and you also get into a place where you're feeling a little bit more stable within, rather than feeling like everything's always up in the air, especially when it comes down to the 10 of Wands reversed, because this is speaking about you trying to do too much. Okay, sometimes you may be trying to do a little bit too much by yourself or feeling a little bit lonely in the past, but you may be trying to make a massive effort to be everything to everybody, but you may have found yourself struggling under the weight of it all. So I want you to make sure that you delegate in the work out to other people, because sometimes you may feel like you're taking a lot of it all on your own shoulders. So make sure that you are looking after you first before you then go out and offer to help other people. It also may suggest that you're carrying a heavy weight on your shoulders, but you're keeping this private and unwilling to share your burden with other people. You might be grappling with emotional traumas from the past, and you may be carrying some sort of like secrets or dealing with increased responsibilities. You may not feel comfortable sharing this with other people, though, especially with the Four of Pentacles being there. So at present, you are very private, but at the same time, there's a lot of stuff going on in your life that's making you feel like there's a lot of weight on your shoulders. Okay, you might be pushing away people that can help you in the way that you choose to contain your thoughts and emotions. So if you do have people around you that love you and want to support you, allow yourself to confide in them sometimes. But make sure you're confiding in the right people, because I get the sense here that you've confided in the wrong people in the past before. So I definitely say that you need to be looking after yourself first and foremost, I would say. Okay, you might be holding on to any sort of burdens as well, when in actual fact you don't need to. And with it being the reversed, it's almost like the person's laying down the weight of the past because it no longer concerns them anymore. Don't become like this person that holds on to things that you unrealistically cannot handle anymore. But on a positive side, if you're going through a challenging time, the 10 of Wands reversed assures you that this is probably a time where everything's going to be put to rest. all of the weight, the burden is going to be taken off your shoulders because you've got to the highest level of feeling this burden. So there's no more you could possibly feel, if that makes sense. You might also be identifying at this moment in time the activities that don't bring you value into your life and releasing yourself from these additional responsibilities. So you may have found that you did things that made you have to spend a hell of a lot of money in the past, whereas now you're choosing to see the difference in things that you should be investing your time and money on, and things that you don't need to be investing your time and attention and money towards, which is a beautiful thing, because this can be people, this can be even, it could be cigarettes. It could be like spending your money on things that were completely unnecessary, to now being able to see how much money you can make with doing all of this. At present as well, you're going through a purging process. So this is purging things that no longer serve you anymore. This might be an uncomfortable period of time for you guys, okay? So make sure that you are enabling this purging process by clearing out old clothes. Make sure that you're selling old furniture or decluttering to simplify your life as well, because you'll benefit better by prioritizing the things that bring you joy, the things that bring you lightness within your soul. And that comes with so much release. So if you are feeling heavy, just remember, you're in a transition, a holding space at this moment in time, and there's a lot of things that are coming away from your life that don't serve you anymore. Okay, and we're in autumn. It's a beautiful time for this to be happening. So for Taurus, Capricorns and Virgos, what is their challenge right now? What's the Taurus, Capricorns and Virgos challenge right now? The Magician reversed, okay? So this can be speaking about you sometimes being in this contradictory way of being, almost like you feel like you're taking 10 steps forward and sometimes you feel like you're going 10 steps back, okay? With it being at the side the way that it dropped as well, it can be speaking about what you're exploring, what you'd like to actually manifest into your life, but you're not actually taking action towards these things because you're too busy letting go of burdens from the past. So this is actually conducive to another group of signs, but I don't want to just give that away if you don't have any of those signs in your astrological chart. But I will definitely say it's like a running commentary and a running theme that's going through most of the readings for this 2 weeks, okay? You might be uncertain if you've got everything you need, and you may be unsure about how to make things happen. So if you are trying to release burdens to be able to feel this lightness in life and be in a much more enjoyable frame of mind, you may find it difficult to know how to keep into this frequency, okay? You might be acting towards your goals as well, like I've said, with the saving the money and stuff like that, but it can be a sign that you're struggling to see the progress or success because you may be feeling like certain things are still going to be carrying on. But like I said, with the 10 of Wands, it's you're at that element of like, no more stuff. This is where everything's going to be in a better place, okay? You may also be in a position of your life where you feel like you don't want to be around anybody or anything that's going to be manipulative or makes you feel like they're trying to trick you. So you're probably really masterful at manifesting, but at the same time, you may have sometimes found in the past that you've manifested people that have been strongly manipulative and quite tricky, lying, deceiving, being contradictory. And because of this, you've got your guard up, okay? Because you guys have got many skills and talents here and capabilities, but your real potential is not being maximized because you may feel a little bit held back at this moment in time, because from what I'm being told, you're being held into a holding space, which is to remove things that have made up dead weight in your life, to allow new things to come into your life that are much more fulfilling towards your heart and your soul. So hang in there with yourself, but remember as well that you're deserving of everything that other people expect to have in their lives. And the way to invite that into your life is to let go of resistance and allow everything that's not meant to be in your life, the burdens. Allow yourselves to heal from these things. Allow yourself to forgive yourself for tolerating such things in the past as well. So let's see where my Taurus and Capricorn and Virgos were coming from in the past. Where were the earth signs coming from in the past? Where were the earth signs coming from in the past? Right, okay, so this can be speaking about friends. You may have been in a position, look, the past as well. When it's coming out with the strength, it can be speaking about you trying to get on top of any sort of egoic thoughts that you've had in the past, right? It can also be speaking about being put in three-party situations in the past as well. This can also be speaking about you be in the past, being in a position in your life where you found you was drinking quite a lot as well. It can be speaking about you having like a family type of celebratory form of friendships around you and creative collaborations. Your friends and family were there to support you. So like I said, you may find that that's not the case now because you've had to let go of the weight, meaning that these people were quite manipulative, deceitful in the way that they chose to treat you. And you may be at a position where you're just like, I am letting go of these people. They probably made you question a hell of a lot as well. You may have been a person that used to go in and you just tell the truth about situations, but these people always wanted to try to shut you up in some way, shape, or form. Okay. You may have been encouraged in the past as well to gather with all of these people, to drink and do all of these different things that may have made you feel a little bit crap by the following day. So you might have been super, super sociable, and now you're in a position where you feel a little bit like you want to bring that energy in. You don't want to be as sociable as you used to be, but that's only because you're conditioning the amount of people that you're choosing to have in your life, because I just keep hearing too many cooks in the kitchen can spoil the broth. So you may have found too many people inputting what they believe you should be doing in your life, when in actual fact they weren't looking out for your best interest. They were looking out for their own, and they probably had you questioning yourself a hell of a lot, which is where you're probably trying your best to not feel that way anymore. You're probably trying your best to move into a place where you can trust your instincts a hell of a lot more than you used to trust them in the past, which is a beautiful thing, but it's not come without its turbulence. It's not come without its controversies for you. So yeah, you've definitely had it quite hard in the past. Let's see what's coming into the future for my earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. What's coming into their future? What's coming? There you are. You've come through as the King of Pentacles and then the Empress. So everything that you touch is going to be turned into gold, I would definitely say, for you with the King of Pentacles and the Empress. It can be speaking about abundance, but at the same time, the Empress is ruled by the the planet of Venus. So love is going to be like a massive thing to you. How you receive love, how you give love to other people. You may be questioning all of these things and thinking about how you can do this from a higher vibration because of you having to come away from people that don't serve you anymore. You may be a little bit suspicious as to what people's intentions are in the past, particularly because you've let go of the burdens. Do you know what I mean? So it's almost like you're now investing in yourself. You're giving yourself the self-love that you've always wanted to give yourself, but you're also in this position where you're feeling like you know what is good for you now, and you are fully going full wheels ahead towards it, especially with the Empress, because it's speaking about a strong connection with your subconscious mind. And it's also speaking about somebody around you as well that has like a sensuous elegance about them, and they're very nurturing as well, because it's the Empress, it's the mother type of frequency that you are definitely looking towards at this moment in time. So you may be close with your mum, and your mum may be nurturing you a hell of a lot, but at the same time it can be speaking about somebody who has romantic feelings. So you may have romantic feelings towards this person. This person probably feels the exact same way towards you as well. But this is speaking about abundance coming into your future. You're going to be surrounded by life's pleasures and luxuries, and you're going to have everything that you need to have a comfortable lifestyle. So if you're in a period of growth, which you are with regards to removing burdens and things that don't serve you anymore, you're definitely going into a better place in your life. So you need to venture out into earth as well, coming into the future. Make sure that you go into the woods. Make sure that you are looking after yourself. This, with the Empress, can also be speaking about an impending pregnancy that's going to be announced or is on its way towards my earth signs. Okay. So that's truly beautiful, because it's speaking about the abundance that you're walking into after leaving things behind that were burdensome, contradictory, things that were tricking you, taking or drinking, doing things that were keeping you out of alignment into going into alignment. Because again, with the Empress and the King of Pentacles, that's a double whammy of wealth, leadership, security, discipline, and abundance. If you look into both cards, you will find that both cards signify the same things. Okay. So you're either in a place where you and another person are on the same mind frame and you're going into such an abundant time after a tumultuous time, or you yourself are in an abundant mind frame, but you're also in a loving vibration as well. You want to be loved and you want to share that love. This is where you guys in the future, in the next couple of weeks, are going to be in a confident and successful place in your life where you're managing the abundance and managing that wealth that you are so righteously deserving in your life. You could also be in a place of fulfillment when it comes down to creativity or a business venture or an investment. So through your responsibility and your attention to detail, you're going to achieve great things, that you can finally say that you've completed and attained a goal in your life that's really great for you. And in the future, you may find that you're quite methodical and planned, and you like to have a well thought out approach, which will lead you to success. So if you've experimented in the past with what works best and you've landed your own methods and practices, and you know that you will come into fruition, it's going to happen for you. That's not even a suggestion, that's a fact. So it's really beautiful for you guys, because you've got a lot of abundance coming, rather than feeling a little bit like you're at a standstill because of what you've been through in the past. So the future's looking super, super bright. What is the undercurrent? What's going on? What the Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgos can't see? What's going on that Taurus, Capricorns, and Virgos can't see? Right. So what you can't see, Wheel of Fortune. This is basically the abundance that you are coming into in your life. That's what you can't see. The subconscious and the undercurrent here is that you're wanting to work on yourself in a way where you can never go back to this place of feeling lack ever again in your life. And yes, whilst it's taking a lot of work for you to be able to do that, you have a long-term goal and you've got a lot of sustainable results that are coming into your future. All you have to do is persevere in your investments and in your relationships you are invested towards. All it can do is grow into an abundant place for you guys. Okay. It's also speaking about the undercurrent being this thing of having to put your time and energy into things that are going to give you long-term results. So in the past, you may have been into situations that have just given you short-term results. You're now thinking at things with a longer scope, which is a beautiful thing. So you need to make sure that you're putting your time and attention in the right areas instead of wasting your time and efforts on unwanted feelings, unreliable and unworthy friends and family and lovers. And make sure that you're investing in understanding what is in your future is nothing but abundance and fortune. These people will come into judgment. because this is speaking about a higher frequency, waking these people up in the past that have had these dormant ways of being and made you feel this level of insignificance. So it's almost like anything that they have made you feel is going to go back to them tenfold, just out of the simple fact that you were too busy looking into how you could help them, but they weren't interested in helping themselves. So the undercurrent here is speaking about you planning for the future and encouraging you to take a long-term view and assess where you can best invest your time and energy for maximum output. If you've been working hard already, you're putting in the extra effort into something that used to be quite challenging to you. You're going to find, like I said, you're going into a beautiful abundance. It can also indicate a frustration with slow results. So if you are thinking about like why am I having to be so patient when it comes down to things that I'm looking for, my abundance, when is it going to come towards me? Slow and steady runs the race for you guys. That would be the theme, I would say. Okay, what's the advice for my earth signs for this next couple of weeks moving forward? What's the advice for my earth signs? What's the advice for my earth signs moving forward? This fell on the floor. It fell this way as well. So, okay. So the High Priestess and the Lovers reversed. This can also be speaking about this emotional sadness of feeling like you've had to leave things behind that have made you feel super sad within your own heart and soul, and wondering why you've been made to be put through a lot of the things that you've been put through, especially with the High Priestess. It's speaking about you keeping private about a lot of the tougher things that you've had to go through in your life because you've not been truly understood with regards to how damaging and how hurtful some things have been towards you. So your advice is of pure love and harmony that will be coming into your life, but it can signal a time when you're out of sync with those around you, particularly your loved ones as well. You may find that your relationships and communication can be challenging because of you being in this holding space of having to let go of things that are not serving you anymore. So it can reflect that the feelings within some relationships in your life are not actually mutual, and that might be the thing that made you feel quite sad within yourself. So it's speaking about your self-love, it's speaking about your respect, and this is also speaking about the High Priestess, which is a person that's in your life that is truly in their subconscious mind. They may have a gift. This may be a person that's super spiritual. At the same time, it can be a person that's being really quiet about what they are feeling with regards to the situation. So they may be feeling like there is a lack of mutuality when it comes down to the love area of things. But this person holds a hell of a lot of self-love and respect, and they honor themselves massively. So you might face a tough choice with significant consequences as well, earth signs. Okay, so instead of making a decision based upon your values, you might feel tempted to cut corners and avoid responsibility for your actions. So make sure that you are taking responsibility for how you're feeling. Make sure you're letting go of things that don't serve you anymore, and make sure that you are embracing the new which is coming into your future. But like I said, try not to be truly stagnant and truly quiet when communication is probably key when it comes down to this. It can be suggesting that you've got these inner conflicts with regards to the High Priestess and the Lovers. It's all definitely speaking about the things that you hold within yourself, to the point where you shouldn't get to a place where you feel like you want to combust. So I would definitely say that expressing your thoughts and feelings and the things that you've gone through in the past with those that you love and care about, they are there for you for a reason. I understand in the past you may not have been able to do that, but these people are here for you for a reason, and they will keep all of your inner conflicts to themselves. But you may be at war with yourself rather than external forces as well. So the advice here is to make sure that you're confiding in the people that you love and trust, because they want to be there for you, darling. But without you opening your mouth, you may be finding that people just misinterpret what you are actually trying to communicate within your silence, because both cards are indicating a person that keeps things within so much that they tend to then just, like I said, get angry out of nowhere or feel like they are not being understood. But that's because you are not communicating effectively to be able to allow people to receive you in a way that is conducive to your growth and not conducive to you climbing up even more and going within yourself even more. Okay. So what are the external influences that are making my earth signs go through this? What are the external influences? Wow, that's plain to see. So this could be third party situations. This could be past lovers that have influenced how my earth signs are dealing with their relationships in their life. So you may find through heartache, through being cheated on, through being put through three-party situations, you are now lacking in trust for people. And this is the reason why it's really important to let go of these burdens, let go of these things that you expected to have gone really well, that have gone the opposite way. Let go of resistance, allow yourself to go with the flow of how things could potentially be in the future. Because if you don't let go of this heartbreak, you're probably going to be finding that it's really difficult for you to be able to receive this abundance that's coming into your future, Taurus, Capricorn and Virgos. As we can see on the bottom of the deck, we've got the Hermit there, which is speaking about you getting into a place where you felt like you are solitary and alone and having to go through all of these things on your own. So these are the external influences. This is what other people have put you through as to why you feel so heartbroken sometimes and having to go through grief all the time. Another external influence is a fire sign. It's Sagittarius's. So they may have influenced you. Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. What else has externally influenced them? What signs have externally influenced them? Libra. What else has influenced Taurus? Gemini. So that is another external source, a person that is a Gemini, a person that's a Libra, a person that's a Sagittarius, and a person that's ruled by the sun, which would be a Leo. Also on the bottom of the deck, we have a Scorpio as well. So these people have influenced you massively as to why you are the way that you are now. So this is the question you want to ask yourself. Do you want these people to win? Do you want them to elicit how you are in this future? Do you want the sting in the tail that they have put you through to ultimately direct your life moving forward? What's your answer to that? Have a think about that, because these are external people that are infecting. I was just about to say, they are affecting and infecting your future. Your future is the Empress. Your future is the King of Pentacles. Do you want these people to affect your money and your love life? And the fertility of what you can bring into your life, what you can make a birth happen in your life moving forward. If you want that to affect you, then you sit there and understand that these external forces is the reason why you are not able to move forward. If you're not, think about these people, think about these external circumstances, and think about how you can let these things go. Give it to God. If you can't give it to God, give it to a spiritual entity that you believe in. But try to find ways to let this go, because this ultimately will probably have you feeling super angry inside. It may make you feel like people have been super two-faced. You may have also found that some sort of courts have had to have been involved in a lot of these different things. And you also may have found with the Sagittarius energy that people have ultimately wanted to blame you. Let go of these burdens, because these things do not serve you anymore. Let the balance of the laws of the universal laws of karma let it dish all of that back towards these people, because these are the people that have tried to make you feel the way that you now feel today. Let's go to the outcome. What's going to be the outcome for my earth signs, my Taurus, Capricorns and Virgos? What's going to be the outcome? It's going to be the outcome for this reading. Oh, that's beautiful. So we've got the Knight of Cups. This is basically where you are going through a period of time in the future where you are wanting to bring romance into your life. You're wanting to make sure that you are bringing love into a situation, from feeling quite apathetic and like you are just thinking about the past and memory lane. This is speaking about you looking forward towards the future. At the same time, with regards to the Star, it can be speaking about you being in a position of understanding in the past how vulnerable you was actually made to feel, and this is speaking about you going into a place in your life where you're feeling much more abundant, like you are the cat that got the cream in a way. It's like you've managed to come out trumps with regards to things that other people wouldn't be able to come out of in their lives. And this is also speaking about your resistance to change as well. So it's like a personal transformation coming into your life, but at the same time, it's a purging coming into your life. So what you're having to do is you're having to purge a feeling of feeling rejected, a feeling of feeling misunderstood. Purge all of these things that you've thought about with regards to the past. If you've had any sort of looking down memory lane, any sort of nostalgia, it's like leaving all of this behind to have the inner purge, to be able to come out into a position in your life where you're feeling like you're welcoming all things to do with love, self-love, and also your future understandings. What passion have you abandoned that you need to revisit? So anything that you used to do, that you used to love to do, that you no longer do anymore, start thinking about how you can implement this back into your life in the next couple of weeks, earth signs. Anything else? It's just fallen on the floor again. It's the card that says take time out for you. Okay, I'll just get it for you. Take time out for you. Okay, so make sure that you're doing things that are giving you a level of feeling inner calm. Low blood pressure, make sure you look into that as well. Anything else for my Taurus, Capricorns and Virgos? Taurus, Capricorns and Virgos. Anything else that they need to... Wow, that's a hell of a lot. So underneath it, you've got 2 weeks to start to remove toxic people from your life, okay? Why do you dismiss your intuition? What's your intuition trying to tell you right now? It's a time to relax. High blood pressure. So blood pressure is coming out a couple of times. Make sure that you're not feeling these ups and downs. And when you are feeling these ups and downs, find ways to re-engage stability, re-engage calmness within your mind and within yourself. You've up-leveled yourself. This is why they're trying to drag you down. So like I said, if you've got these old past negative people that are trying to drag you down into your life, just remember that they can see the greatness within you that you couldn't see within yourself at the time. Now you can see this abundance and greatness within you. This will piss them off even more. I am stuck in the past. What do I fear about my future? What am I running from? So if you are still suffering from some form of traumas from the past, ask yourself why you are not trusting your now and what's happening in your environment around you now, and why are you trying to run from these things? What can you do to face some of the things that you are scared of? Comparing themselves to you. So that's these people again, comparing themselves to where you are at in your life versus where they are at. So make sure you give them a show. Make sure that you are happy. Make sure that you are abundant and not allowing any other people to drag you down. Do I honor myself? So If you do honor yourself, that's a beautiful thing to be able to do. But if you feel like you've dishonored yourself in allowing certain things in your life in the past, make sure you put in some forgiveness towards yourself as well. Time to get active. So it's time to start doing some fitness regimes. This will start to help with your mental health and releasing those endorphins in the body as well. Gift yourself something just because. So make sure if you've seen something that you've been wanting to treat yourself to, that you allow yourself to receive that gift, because you're very much so deserving of these things. And not only that, the universe is saying so. So make sure that you are gifting yourself something, okay? This is the affirmation that you are making towards yourself. So you are releasing strong emotions, okay? Change me, divine beloved, into one that can easily access my feelings. Let me bless and release any anger, resentment, or bitterness that I've felt. May I release any emotions that block happiness and contentment. So like I said, don't block your future blessings with what you've been through in the past, because that would be the saddest part of this story if you choose to do something like that to yourself over all of these people doing this negative, mean shit towards you, if I'm honest with you. So, earth signs, I hope that this has been helpful. Move forward with grace and ease. I will be around in the next couple of weeks to see where you guys are at. Let's see if we've actually managed to rise up out of these challenges. And I hope to see you guys soon. Take care. Thank you for your subscription, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Bye bye.